How the richest CEOs travel. Number 5. Warren Buffett. This person utilized a bike to get around in his more youthful days as a paper kid. Being everlasting like the sovereign has its advantages, and Warren Buffett utilized this benefit to make a few long-haul speculations that paid off. He is presently the president of Berkshire Hathaway and as of now remains as the 5th most extravagant chief on the planet, with the total assets of $98 billion. Berkshire Hathaway is the biggest combination around the world, and one of its auxiliaries is Net Planes, the biggest personal luxury plane administrator on the planet. The organization sells part responsibility for planes to rich people to lessen the excess costs that might accompany claiming a personal luxury plane while holding the productivity and solace of movement. Fundamentally, it's Uber Airbnb, however, for the rich. Warren Buffett is new believer to personal luxury plane travel, as he had frequently reprimanded the training previously. He went on to purchase a Bombardier Challenger for himself, yet he named it the Week, just to show that he implied that he was talking about that. Ultimately, he found that he wanted this method for the movement, later changed the name to the Irreplaceable. The Challenger 600 is adequately roomy to situate 9 to 19 travelers in its extravagant lounge. The lodge is 2 feet wide, 1 feet high, and 3 feet long. The plane likewise has 115 cubic feet of room put away for stuff. Number 4. Mark Zuckerberg. Away from the methods of sages, we move to our most youthful and most extravagant president, Mark Zuckerberg. All of you know him as the pioneer and president of Facebook. He assumes the part of Jesse Eisenberg in actuality, and he is one of, in the event, that not the most compelling person in current media. He is the dad of all online entertainment powerhouses and has been perceived by Time as one of the main 100 most compelling individuals. In 2019, he is as of now worth $110 billion, and you would figure out he doesn't spend a ton thinking about what he wears, a similar dark shirt practically constantly. Indeed, reconsider on the grounds that those shirts are handcrafted by Bruno Sossolani and cost about $400 each. Also, it's something similar with his movement way of life. Dull on a superficial level, disgusting on the receipt, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't claim a personal luxury plane like our other most extravagant presidents. All things considered, Facebook handles his movement cost on contract administrations, similarly as they handle other stuff like his security. In 2020, the year we were completely expected to remain at home, Facebook spent around $25 million on contract administrations for Mark Zuckerberg. On the street, Zuckerberg utilizes unassuming vehicles like the Volkswagen GTI and the Honda Fit. Number 3. Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault is the most extravagant individual in France, the most extravagant individual in Europe, and the most extravagant individual in design. Subsequent to overwhelming a Manico Ortega of Zara in 2018, he has, a matter of fact, the most extravagant man on the planet on 2 unique events when he surpassed you know who in 2019. In 2020, he is the chief of LVMH, a worldwide combination that arrangements with extravagance merchandise under fashion, wines, watches, spirits, fragrances, beauty care products, and whatnot. Mr. Arnold is valued $123 billion, making him one of the simply few shipped off very rich people on the planet. It's nothing unexpected then. At that point that he sprinkled $54 million into Dassault Bird of Prey 7X business fly. With Bernard, everything really revolves around the extravagant approach of everyday life and his French fabricated airplane. The lodge has a level of 6'3" feet and is huge enough with 3 different seating zones that can oblige upwards of 19 travelers. Number 2. Elon Musk. The person began 2021 with a bang when he beat Jeff Bezos to the title of most extravagant rich individual on the planet on 7th January. Presently, he is the second most richest individual and the second most extravagant chief on our rundown. With a total assets of $160 billion, he is the president of SpaceX, Tesla, prime supporter of Neuralink and organizer behind the exhausting organization. Elon Musk is basically a virtuoso and erratic, and it's difficult to discern whether everything gets to his head, and he is an exceptionally down-to-the-faces fellow. Beside naming his child after a Google-suggested secret key, he has it all basically together. He, as of late, moved from California to Texas to zero in on the SpaceX Starship project and different obligations. Be that as it may, with both Tesla and SpaceX settled in California, he actually needs to drive to brilliant state and different spots as well. Furthermore, Mr. Musk does his figuring in style with two personal luxury planes at the Baystream G550 and the Gulfstream G650 Trauma Center. The Gulfstream G650 emergency room is greater, quicker, has a superior reach and was granted a Collier Prize for reinforcing business flying. Both of these business planes can convey up to 18 travelers each in its launch, yet Elon Musk planes have been tweaked to various arrangements that suit his taste and solace. Number 1. Jeff Bezos. Yes, the one you have been waiting for. The most extravagant president on the planet, the chief of Amazon, Mr. Jeff Bezos. The organization has expressed that he will step down as the president of the organization in the final part of 2021 and will be supplanted by Andy Jassy. Bezos has an ongoing assets of $181 billion and was the first centile-billionaire, the main man to have a net worth of $200 billion. Momentarily in December of 2020, the most extravagant man in the present-day history and his most net-worthy accomplishment, the best return from a separation. This is perfect and all, however, when his Warner brothers will understand that he is additionally the ideal cast for Lex Luthor and continue to kick Jesse Eisenberg back to the interpersonal organization. At any rate, Bezos flies in style. The Gulfstream G650, to be exact, in any case dissimilar to Elon Musk, who has one, he has two G600 and 50S, which cost about $150 million. It's nothing unexpected that the G650 Eris, the business flyer of decision for tycoons like Elon Musk, Larry Ellison and Jeff Bezos. The airplane has a few speed records and a flying honor for its group. As I referenced before, it has 4 different room spaces, enormous, agreeable seats, stroll around space, and huge windows that let in regular light and make the space look considerably greater.